All right, so this next fight is Dustin Poirier versus Benoit St Denis. And this is another very close fight. Once again, this card's stacked top to bottom with very good fights, banger after banger after banger. So we need to show the UFC that we actually support these quality cards because the dog doo doo we've been getting the past few weeks. This is a breath of fresh air to see a card this impressive. So yeah, Poirier St Denis, right? So rubbing my hands like Birdman, baby. Rubbing my hands like Birdman, licking my lips like LL. Y'all gonna learn today. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gonna learn. You're gonna learn today. People are counting Dustin Poirier out. I get it. Justin Gaethje. I'm gonna go off on. You're gonna learn today, all right? So I'm tired of seeing these memes about Dustin Poirier, and it's not even because I like Dustin Poirier. If you know me on a personal level, I actually really don't like Dustin Poirier. I don't like him as a person. I think his whole charitable act bullshit is really fake. It comes across as I don't know, just it's really suspicious. It strikes me as like the guy who really goes out of his way to tell you that he's a good guy, but like, probably people on the weekends and shit like that, has a few bodies in the basement. Not saying Dustin Poirier is that guy, obviously, before you go off on me. Just saying, same type of vibes. Dude's all about charity, but he kind of weirds me out a little bit with how into charity he is. Like, look at me, I'm a great guy. Here's what I'm getting at with all this. It's going to tie in. Bear with me. So people are saying since he lost to Justin Gaethje, there's now this whole little MMA curse shit going around that, guys that face Gaethje that get finished are never the same. Cowboy Cerrone's the other example. Cowboy fought him, got his ass kicked. He went 0-5. James Vick fought him, got his ass kicked, got knocked out cold, 0-5. Tony Ferguson was, Justin Gaethje was the guy that started Tony's losing streak, and I think he's like 0-7 right now. People are pointing to that. People are pointing to the fact Dustin Poirier went back to his shaved head that he had in the beginning of the UFC career. He's no longer salon quality Poirier. That's the second strike. He shaved the head. That's fucking bad luck. Like, I'm seeing some crazy shit out there. I'm seeing some wild shit. It's not McGregor texting Coach Kavanaugh videos of, animals fighting on Animal Planet shit and Joe Rogan blowing the dude on TV damn near, hyping him up. But it's getting pretty out there and pretty weird. And I get it. I really do, because he's looked rough lately, for lack of a better word. And like I said, that was a pretty brutal knockout. But here's the thing. We can say time and time again, oh, this guy's declining. This girl's declining. The end is near. Their career's over. We can say it and say it and say it. I've said it myself personally about Max Holloway. I thought it was over after the Volkanovski losses. It hasn't been. He's still like the second, third best guy in that division right now by a country mile. And it's been 2-3 years now since the last Volkanovski loss. Who else? I said it was over for Justin Gaethje himself after, I think, the loss to Dustin Poirier. It was either the first loss to Dustin Poirier or the loss to Eddie Alvarez. He had like a 3-fight skid. I thought it was over for him. You can think it's over until it's not. And I think this fight is going to be a y'all must have forgot for Dustin Poirier. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I like Benoit St Denis. I think he does have a place in this division. I think he is impressive, and he is going to be a guy that definitely in his very young UFC career could find himself in line for a title shot at some point at an impressive 13-1 right now. But I don't think his time is right now, because I'm not impressed that you KO'd Matt Frivola. I'm not impressed that you TKO'd Thiago Moises. Ismael Bonfim was good. I don't even know who Gabriel Miranda is. Not really too familiar with Nicholas Stolze, and he lost Lizu Zaleski dos Santos. That's his whole UFC career right there. Once again, very impressed that he's on this 5-fight finishing streak and that he's made it to only the second round so far. I'm very impressed. But Dustin Poirier is a veteran. Dustin Poirier, here's where the miles and experience can either help or they can hurt. I think in this case it helps. He's only lost to the elite of the division. Poirier has only lost to Conor McGregor in their first fight. Conor McGregor's a meme now, but he was at the time the elite guy in the division. When he faced Korean Zombie and lost to Korean Zombie was at his peak. When he lost to Habib was the champ. Habib was at his peak. Justin Gaethje has had a career resurgence, and it was just a really well placed, well timed head kick he didn't see coming. I don't think it's because he's washed. I just think it was a great fucking head kick, and it's that simple. You'll get knocked out by the shots you never see coming, and I think that Dustin Poirier has the striking edge. He doesn't have to use his grappling often, but I think he has the grappling edge. He is a grappler who's able to hold his own for damn sure, and does have good takedown defense and does have good pressure. And I just think he has all the skills and all the attributes to kind of give Benoit his first wake up call. You know, this is going to be shit or get off the pot for Benoit. This is like his MVP moment. Is he, after he's finally facing real competition, is he going to rise to the occasion, or is he going to freeze up? MVP freezes up. What's Benoit St Denis going to do? We're going to find out. But I love how people are doubting Poirier on this, because this is what I feast on. This is what I look at. This is what I like to see, that Poirier is a plus 170. And as the odds have continued each and every day, he's continued to get, worse and worse as an underdog. Like, his odds just keep hitting plus, 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 plus. And I love to see it. And I love to see that even him by fucking decision is plus 700. I don't think he'll get a sub. Sub is tempting because he is a competent grappler. He is able to hold his own, but I'm not crazy about sub, even though it's plus 1,000. And KO TKO is a plus 350. Personally, I'm going to go decision, actually. I think Benoit is tough, and Poirier is a good striker, but he's not really too powerful. He usually has like a volume type of accumulation that leads to the knockout, more so than one punch puts you on your ass power. So that would be my second. My second one that I would choose would be the KO. So let me go back and look at Poirier's record right now to see. So he's got rear naked over Michael Chandler, TKO'd McGregor, TKO'd Eddie Alvarez, Gaethje. Damn. You know what? After seeing that, I actually kind of like Poirier. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's good odds just on the money line itself at plus 170. KO TKO plus 350 or decision at plus 700. Either way you look at it, between those is money right there. So it's tough. I just wouldn't go sub. Because even if Benoit tries to grapple, I think it's going to be more Poirier implementing takedown defense, shrugging off the attempts, circling off the cage, getting back to the middle, keeping his distance, that type of thing, more so than, actually having to try to hold guard, pass guard, whatever. Don't think that's going to play much of a role. So I don't know. It's tough for me between decision, KO, TKO, but I'll go decision. I'll go decision because I do think Benoit's tough, and it does have the best odds at plus 700. Money line itself plus 170, though, nothing to sneeze at. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah. You see, I don't know if I'm just still damaged from a couple cards back or what, but it's like you never like to see your hero's downfall. Like that's Henry Cejudo fight killed me, man. Like, I really thought he was gonna get it done. I really did.
Oh, I know, man.
It feels like it starts to feel like there's a passing of the guard. I don't disagree with anything you said at all. I think Poirier is the better striker. I think he is the better grappler. Benoit St Denis or Benoit St Penis, low hands. He gets sloppy, but he gets like dangerous when he gets sloppy. Kick heavy. He could eat some huge hits, which is good. It means he's still got his chin on him, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, that chin can only hold up for so long. You keep eating so many, you're gonna get full pretty quick. French special forces dude. So this guy, like, he's a killer. Poirier, he can win in all three aspects. He's so accurate. He's so smart. The thing that turned me, I had Poirier too, until I watched one of his pressers, and he kept using this word over and over and over again. And like you said, like the retirement talk and stuff, that didn't concern me too much. but he kept using the word reassess. And I didn't like hear that, because when you hear reassess, you think like, okay, so this happened, so like now I need to rethink how we're going to go forward. He didn't say, when we get done with the fight, we're going to go in and we'll see our next step. Like, that's fine. But he kept using reassess over and over again. Like, he probably said it 6 times in this 12-minute presser that I watched. And I just hated hearing that, because I'm worried that he's just in his head. And that's what I'm worried about in this fight, is that Poirier he goes into this with a big paycheck. He's like, it's going to be super promoted that it's like in his home turf, just because it's near him. I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Benoit St Denis. I'll take I think I'm going to do, if this goes to a decision, it's Poirier. There's no way around it. St Denis, I'll take the KO sub, which is at -150. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong about this one, but I just feel like we're at that point now. We're going to start seeing these guys switch over.
I'll offer you 3 quick things before we move on right fast.
Okay.
First
please.
one is, I like Cejudo also, but man, he was washed. He had been washed for a while. I don't think Poirier's washed just yet. Second one was the presser right after a loss? Do you remember?
It was this one. Is this the 299?
So it wasn't after the Gaethje loss.
No.
This was like 299 presser.
Yeah, this is going in.
Because I was going to say, if it was right after a loss, he's always really emo after a loss. Dude always acts like Edgar Allan Poe after a fucking loss. Like, dude can't handle it.
Yeah.
And the third thing was, I forgot the third thing. But hey, point is, I can't convince you. That's fine. But I don't know. I just think that, yes, there will be a changing of the guard soon. But yeah. I just don't think it's right now, and I don't think it's Benoit at the moment. There's only one Benoit, R.I.P. Chris. Fuck, we'll probably get banned for that.
Man, but, watching the tape, though, Dustin Poirier just still looks better. Like, I'm not super impressed with this Benoit guy. Like I said, he's a killer, and I think he really is, and I think he's got some good aspects to him. I just don't think he's at the level of Dustin yet. It's just all mental for me. This is going to be a big learning one. Either I'm right or I'm just fucking wrong. And I'm going to learn one way or the other.
The third one was the press conference that was today. He looked pretty damn motivated in the face-off. He looked pretty angry in the face-off. Looked pretty confident.
We'll see, man.
Wanted to just really make that eye contact. I know face-offs are armchair psychoanalysis, and Fedor never really even made eye contact with any of his opponents, and look how well that worked out for most of them. But just saying, just throwing it out there.
You're right. I hope you're right, Bobby. I hope you take this one. And are you sure you want to go decision? You don't want to take the money line with Poirier to be safe?
Yeah, shit.
Because you're getting almost 2 units if you're right.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just go money line.
Okay.
I do still think it'll be a decision, but let's just commit to money line.
Okay.
I just think it'll probably be even a little bit of a war, but yeah, let's just go money line.
Okay. Hey, don't if you're really feeling decision, you can take it, or you can use it down the road for the haymaker.
I'm just trying to save myself after last week and everything. I don't want to disappoint. And plus, I'm already not taking the safe bet by choosing Poirier point blank period, because I'm not, those other little candy asses out there. So I'm already being contentious. I don't want to push the envelope too much. I want to try to keep us profitable, keep the people out there listening profitable. I can't go off the deep end too much.
I'll always reel you back in, Bobby.
I appreciate it, man, because sometimes I need it. Sometimes I'm just like violently swinging at air, windmill punching, Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, eh? Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better Win Green.